So this is the road to success, as we all know, right? And you've either met me here, 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 and you've either been with me through this,
Yep.
this. So the longest person on this call is Elaine. I met Elaine 11 years ago, almost about a little over 10 years ago. So Elaine has watched me do this through life, through all my companies. And so she's watched the process of entrepreneurism grow. We're top three friends. I found my best friend in an ad in a newspaper in a one-stoplight town in New Mexico. Who would have ever thought? And she's been with me the whole step of the way. I wish you guys could have known the person that she is, because she's the true testimony that people can reinvent their life and change who they are. She was nominated most shyest girl in school. She literally was born and raised in this one stoplight town. It's no joke. They have 2 stoplights now. And Mitch came into my life through Send Out Cards. Tell the story real quick, Mitch.
I woke up that morning and I was a little down and out, and I said to Jill, I just want to go to the ocean. And he said, okay, well, let's go to the ocean. And he looked at the map and he said, I think we should go here. And Ocean Beach, I think it's called. And I said, oh my God, that's San Diego. We really can't go to San Diego without reaching out to Darla. We have to, like, it would be impolite not to. And reached out to Darla that morning, and she was like, oh my God, okay, I'm so happy you're coming. And she rearranged all her plans, and we had a great afternoon and great evening, and she brought me to a sunset, and her and I just started chatting, and a partnership was born from that moment. And my life has changed completely from that moment on. I signed up for MAC that day, and everything has just kind of snowballed from then.
We've been with Send Out Cards since 2010. And my biggest thing is I don't think that I'm shy, and because I do thrive being around with people, but I have this thing of I don't want to impose on people's times. And so working with Darla and Mac is really helping me with that. And we're executives with Send Out Cards, and I'm loving learning all of the VA stuff and excited about this whole process.
Yeah. And so with Elaine and Sandy, they both have been stuck in dead-end jobs for years and years and years. And I've been telling Elaine for over 10 years, the best thing that could ever happen to you is that you would get fired or laid off, because that's the only way you're ever going to change your life, because you're just stuck in this rut and you fight every day to stay there. That's the typical job mindset. And so she called me. How long ago, Elaine, did this happen?
It was August 27th.
So she called me to say, your wish and lifetime dream has come true today, or something like that. I'm like, oh, what is it? She's like, I got laid off today. And I'm like, yippee! I said, finally, you're going to become an entrepreneur. And just the wheels went into motion, and the whole, okay, I'm onboarding you. I'm bringing you on. I'm going to teach you how to be an entrepreneur. And it all just was the biggest blessing that worked out. So then Deb is the newest attraction into my life. And so once this whole process has started through the months, I've been getting hit up by lots of people. I want to be a VA. I want to be a VA. I want to be a VA. What do I have to do? Talking to people. And I'm really big on energy. I'm an energy reader, and as you guys know that. And so I've been having to tell a lot of people, and it puts them in tears. I say, I'm going to do you the biggest favor I could ever tell you. You're not ready right now to be able to take on accounts that are worth millions of dollars to clients. You're just not there. You got to work on you more. Your vibrational frequency is not vibrating in a positive state. You're vibrating in a distracted, negative state. And that's the best favor I could do for you, is to be honest with you. That's why you hired me. That's what my role in your life is, to be honest with you. Now let's change that. And then how did our relationship evolve?
Well, I just kept following you, and you and I would have little conversations here and there about your MAC class and stuff like that. So I just decided that the one day this was the time to get it done and jump on it and grow, because I really wanted to grow my business and grow my reach to others and tell them about the kindness and just how we all can connect together and help each other.
So through your process of joining MAC, you learned how to raise your vibration into an attractive state, and therefore that's where we finally connected. So you guys, the lesson that you're learning through all of this is, as you rise, when you rise through you connect with things that exist there. And the higher you rise, the better the opportunity. And if you've come to that lesson yet where I talk about the social economic scale, that as you rise, you start connecting. And that's exactly what's happening through this process. So here we are today. Now, how did this dream come true, or how has this whole evolution process come for me? I want to tell you a little bit about that. I have an extremely visionary mind. I am not an analytical. I'm like, okay, I have the dream and the vision. How, I know what the house is going to look like when it's built, but what comes first, the floor or the ceiling? That's where I don't know. And so I've been able through life to recognize my strengths and focus on my strengths. I don't focus on my weaknesses. I hire other people that know how to do those things in my life. If I'm going to have my house painted, I don't pick the color. I hire a professional that understands colors, and I have them come in and I tell them what I want, and they tell me the color that's going to create that. Okay, I'm a huge believer on that. I'm not a I'll figure it out myself type of person at all. I see a dream and I'm going to manifest it and I'm going to bring it to life and I'm going to focus on it, and the right people, I will connect them and they will come towards me. And that's really what the role that you guys are all playing in this big dream. And you have connected it on your side. Do you get what I'm saying about that? Your vibrational frequency came to a place where we connected each other. And that's how love works. What the disconnect is being able to fill that void where the client says, I just don't have the time. I don't have the manpower. I'm a one-man deal. And then because this is a 15-year-old company who have, and I'm going to use the latest person that we onboarded, Mitch, how many contacts did he have in his CRM? 6,000?
Like
Okay.
that. So I'm going to say on average between 5,000 and 6,000.
Yeah. So this guy, he's got such a mess in his life that it is impossible for him to clean that up himself. He doesn't even know reports and all that kind of stuff and how to do it. So there's this need that needs to be filled that have been sending, and they've got 5 people with 5 different addresses of the same person, and they've got no birthdays and no groups and nothing like that. And so we're filling that void. We're filling that void right there. We're filling the void. My chiropractor that I took on that has a humongous database, and he's like, I want to start sending all my clients cards. I'm busy with clients all day long. I have no clue how to even set this thing up. We're filling that void. Okay. So we're filling all these voids in people's lives. And we've been doing this now for 6 months, I guess. And with each one, learning through the process, creating the system, writing the formula. And now it's come to the point where we can onboard clients and ask them questions and say, okay, this is what we propose that we could do for you that's going to create the result. And, we were writing this mission statement. So to help clients implement the systems and strategies to attract, retain, and grow their networks. That's the small vision. The big vision is the CAB, Billion Cards and Beyond. By setting up all of these companies and all these people to get their systems into place, what are we doing for Cody? Get it? And what is happening through the process? Success story. So the success story. And the success story isn't just what Send Out Cards has done for their business. So it's a twofold win-win situation, okay?
Okay, so the list is, we have data, which is basically the RM, the relationship manager, but where we're pulling all the rest of the relationships this person has. So that's data. We have cards and campaigns. We have shuffle. We have Revolution Office and Appreciation Pal.
And eventually we'll be layering in Sendogo. In the end of the day, you guys, what somebody is going to need to be truly highly successfully functioning in whatever it is the business that they do, whether it's mortgage, dog grooming, or Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards is a business too. When you treat it like one, it pays you like one. Is you must learn how to communicate and raise your frequency. And the goal is to have everyone in all the systems that they need to become highly functioning and successful. You must have the highest confidentiality, no talking about what's going on in these clients' worlds. And let me tell you, if you do, in any way, it's going to come back, and it's going to come back completely twisted and elaborated to the negative, because that's what people do.
I just want to add to that really
Please.
quick. Because sometimes we get their data, and they're trusting us with their Outlook or even their phones. Like, we had one client sent us her entire contact in her phone. For me, that is very important because we are being trusted with that. There will also, every client, we will have like a file on them and what their goal is. So, we have a client right now, her goal is to get to executive. It's not to build a mortgage business. It's not, that is her goal. And every time we are sending cards or we're organizing data or contacts, we have to keep that goal in mind for that particular person. Does all that make sense?
Yes.
So the reason why we're doing departments instead of one person learning everything is I want you and your department to dig into every training and every this and every that and learn every button and every click and every little workaround and every little thing that has to do becoming a absolute master at your department of what it is that you do. And my ultimate goal is for you guys to have your Send Out Cards business built so big that you don't need to VA anymore. This is your bridge. This is your opportunity to be able to have a channel that allows you an opportunity to grow through to your entrepreneur dream. And then before you release your VA job, you're gonna train your next VA, okay? Because my end result for you is the same for the client. You have a dream. I want you to reach your dream too. So I'm simply the medium that helps make it possible, the bridge. Okay, to cross you over to the other side of where you're at to what you want to get to. And so
if I add to that a success story to that. So I've been working with Darla, since February of last year. We've been doing this, and then all of a sudden she says to me, okay, I don't want you to be a full-time VA anymore. I want you to work your Send Out Cards business, and I want you to mirror everything I do. Just think of the opportunity you have right now because you get to mirror and you got personal access to Darla Gerbrandy. And my business last month has quadrupled. My Send Out Cards business has, and Darla doesn't even know this because I haven't had time to share because we're working on all these processes and stuff. But my revenue last month has quadrupled from the previous month.
That's awesome.
Wow.
And that's because when Darla says, okay, can you do this for me or do this? And I figure out the process to make that happen, I have access to do it for myself. But
I want you guys to do the same.
I maybe not had the vision to visualize it the way she visualized to make it work. So that's why this relationship is just blown up because you guys have this same opportunity.
And that's the goal. The goal is for all of us together. I want at the next convention to hold the next MAC Lunch and Learn that's filled with all of our clients that we've been able to, because we're onboarding clients that have not even started using their Send Out Card system. And they're like, okay, because the vision that we give them is what you want is you want to have your CRM system filled with all 3,000 people that you have on Facebook, all 6,000 clients that you have in your company database, your customer database. You want all those people into your Send Out Card system with their information, their birth dates, their anniversaries, their spouse's name, their spouse's birth date, their children's birth date, in their mother's group, father's group, veterans group, customer group, breaking down their networks, what networks work for them. You want this CRM that is completely built along with nice to meet you campaigns, the drip campaigns, the birthday campaigns, the this, the that, all of them put up into your Appreciation Pal with your weekly Appreciation Pal letters being sent out to you. Once that's all built, now it's just a maintenance program for the VA to go in once or twice a week to be able to keep the system flowing. And then if the customer sees or feels the value of why they would want to hire someone in-house to be their in-house person, we will then train them to take over from what we have created, and we've handed them a completely functioning Send Out Cards system, CRM, that they can turn around and sell one day when they sell their business. All right, ladies, appreciate you all.